Greetings troops, General Diamond Slayer here, and welcome back to another Hearts of Iron 4 video. Today I'm going to do what I've been holding off on doing for a long time. I'm redoing my Spanish Civil War guide video, updated to no compromise, no surrender. And this time I am going to be setting up Spain with a better economy in a position that is able to capitalize on the future conquest more. This is just a run for fun. You do not have to follow this exact strategy, but it's basically the easiest, most fun way I could find to play Spain in the current Hoi4 version. And no, it does not involve defeating the allies at all, but that's for part 2 of this video, to show you what I mean. This video is just concerned with winning the Civil War and setting up the Civil War. So of course we're going to be Iron Man mode, historical AI. I like my historical AI because things are very predictable that way. Now, there are some DLCs required for this, and they will be on screen now. All the DLCs I use, whether they be optional or mandatory for this run, but definitely one mandatory one is Viva la Resistance, as without it you will not have any focus tree for Spain. So for setup for Spain, this is going to be similar. The whole Spanish Civil War itself is going to be pretty similar to my last Spanish Civil War video, just with a few minor economic differences, especially towards the end of the video. So for army, let's press C and have a draw fallback line right over here. Get all our divisions to a relatively decent front line. National focuses, we're going to start with a Great Spain. To get Nationalist Spain, for those of you who are new to the channel and to Spain in Hoi4, you must do a Great Spain and rush your way down towards secure the northern garrisons. This focus here, secure the northern garrisons, is very important as it ensures that you have an advantageous position when the Civil War starts. You could start the Civil War without this, but it would be a lot harder to do so. This gives you total control of Galicia, Leon, Salamanca, Valladolid, Burgos, and Western Aragon, as well as Navarra. Now, where are these tiles, you may ask? They are these tiles here. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one here, and this one. These are the main ones you get from doing this focus, secure the northern garrisons. Now let's get to our research. For our research, we're going to get electronic and mechanical engineering for the extra research speed. Then we're also going to get production so that our factories produce things better. And finally, I'm going to get construction. These are the basics. We're not going to go into anything weapons. You might say, why would you not go for anything weapon related when you're supposed to be fighting a civil war? And my simple response would be, if you upgrade your army or train your army, generally the AI gets its hands on these same well-trained divisions, well-equipped divisions, and it makes the civil war a bit more annoying for you. Now let's build some factories. So this screen is T, is the shortcut. Now we're going to build one civilian factory here, then a military factory here, then civilian, military, and then we're going to press shift click on Asturias and build 3 civilian factories there. Then we're going to also shift click on Western Aragon to build military factories here. Now, Asturias is not guaranteed to us in the secure the northern garrisons. I will be showing you in a second, for those of you who are new, how to get Asturias. But this is why we're building only civilian factories. We wouldn't want to build military factories there and then it's not going to be at our control at the start of the Civil War. So for production, we're not going to add any extra factories to guns, as any guns in stockpile will just end up benefiting the AI. We don't want that to happen. Let's get our towed anti... Wait, we don't need towed anti-air. It's too early for towed anti-air. We need logistics, we need trucks, and we need trains. Very important for Spain. Trucks and trains, civilian trains. For now, There we go. We can increase our artillery production, and any future factories can now go to guns. Brilliant. So with this, let's get the game started at 5 speed. Oh wait, I forgot the navy. Let's get back to the navy. Just give it raiding shipbuilder, because we're not gonna have too much of a Spanish fleet. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna destroy a spam for what our purpose is. I am not going to touch capital ships, subject to change of course. These strategies I'm always adapting my strategies as I'm recording the videos, so it's not going to be concrete the whole time. Let's delete this, and let's wait around. Actually no, we're not just waiting around. Where's our navy? Oh, we finished our first national focus. Let's move on to the next one. Regarding the navy, let us merge this with this and merge this with this and put our submarines over here. Ah, there we go. Important decisions. Spanish elections of 1936. Now this opens the inevitable civil war decisions. Now as you can see, there are a bunch of flags here. What do these flags do? Getting these flags from free X's to free ticks, influencing garrison, ensures that we have control over the tile when the civil war starts. What I'd recommend is that you focus your attention on confusing the AI by getting one influence tick in Eastern Aragon, while at the same time focusing on trying to get full free ticks on either Ovidiu or on Bilbao. Everything else, this area, can be ignored. Do not touch Western Aragon by accident. Ensure that you let the AI go after Eastern Aragon, because you get Western Aragon again with that decision, that national focus I showed you earlier. Now for these here, they basically speed up the Spanish Civil War and remove days from military plot. Now that's good, because the AI is also trying to do its own preparation for the Civil War. The sooner the Civil War starts, the less prep the AI can do. So if you wanted to delay the Civil War till 37, thinking I'm going to be able to get more bonuses by doing so and I'm going to be in a better position, then no, that's not going to happen at all. You're going to be you might be end up in a worse position than the AI. Now there is also this right here. These are the number of divisions you begin with at the start of the Civil War. It's gonna end up pretty much 50-50 once we start. Okay, our influence has been expanded in Eastern Aragon. We're gonna start off with getting Ovidiu, Bilbao. I'm gonna go for next. Let's see if the AI takes the bait and goes after Eastern Aragon. Okay, another national focus complete. The reason I'm pausing so often is this only takes 14 days, and every single time that 14 days timer is up, I want to be clicking on another tile. Okay, so the AI has gone after Eastern Aragon. Should we... how many days left? 8 days. Okay, we're gonna do some roulette because we need to save our political power for later. So we're gonna let the AI do this, then we're gonna click on Eastern Aragon, and then we're gonna move our attention to another tile. So we're suppressing the strikes again because of this national spirit here. We wanna fix it up a bit more. The rest, this one will fix once the Civil War starts. This one we can fix with our focus tree, and this other one again will also be gone once the Civil War starts. So essentially we have two national spirits that disappear when with our national focuses and when the Civil War starts. So we get back to Eastern Aragon, the Eastern Aragonian whack-a-mole, and I think I'm gonna speed this part up, because if you want to see it at a regular speed you can see it, but basically you've seen the strategy. This is our strategy, and I'll see you when the Civil War is about to begin. Now it is almost time for the Civil War. I have only 56 days left. I have 2 ticks in Ovidu, 1 in Bilbao, and I'm once again going after Eastern Aragon. I can no longer suppress the strikes, so what I am going to do now is Primo de Rivera speech, because this will come in useful later because we want to go fascist eventually. So taking this decision is good. By the time this is done, it removes 36 days. It takes 37 days, removes 36. Once this event timer is done, the Civil War will immediately start. Now, while I cut away, research completed. So the next research I took was mechanical computing for even faster research, and armored trains. Armored trains will become in handy for future use, so we want to get them into production as soon as possible. Now let's get back to waiting for the Civil War. Okay, secure the northern garrisons is done, and we can get Francisco Franco with Con Paquito. Only takes 28 days, so guaranteed to finish by the time we're ready. It appears the AI is contesting, so it looks like we're not going to get 2 ticks in Ovidu. We're only going to get 2 ticks in Bilbao. That's fine, it's manageable, but as you can see, we start with 52 divisions, and the AI now starts with 57 divisions. Now there's only 12 days left till the Civil War starts, so it makes no sense to click on any of these tiles. And as you can also see, secure the northern garrisons gave me all the tiles I expected. So that means most of our construction is going to continue. However, I did not get full ticks on either Ovidu or Bilbao. That's fine, I'm gonna have to secure them, but that just means my construction in Ovidu is definitely likely to be lost. The AI is contesting. Once again, they do not have enough time. In 4 days, the Civil War starts. Con Paquito is done, just in time for the Civil War to begin. And here we go. The important decision, the Spanish Civil War. Now, I still have yet to do my video on this. It will be coming eventually for Nationalist Spain, but for this run, as Nationalist Spain, we are only concerned with this decision here, which as a united nationalist front, we will win. Doing this completes this focus right here, and that is what we want under Jose Sanjuro. Now, if you had full control over Ovidu and Bilbao, you could immediately consolidate the north, which is a major boost to your economy. For me though, it looks like I'm going to have to do a methodical approach for now. Or maybe I should get the German volume. Actually, I think instead of cancel this focus, let's see how things go actually. Now we're going to delete this guy's order by pressing delete, and then clicking that. Left clicking this for me, and the AI appears to have divisions on both Ovidu and Bilbao. So let's see how that goes. Let's get 4 divisions for Ovidu and 3 divisions to take Bilbao. That should be good enough. Now out of the remaining, oh, that was a mistake. Let's take these divisions here, transfer them, as well as this guy, to the front line over here. There. This is the Ovidu line. Now we have 47 additional divisions. We're going to split this in half with S and create a new army and place them along the border here with an offensive order going towards the south here. Very ambitious offensive operation. Now that button you click for that is X, and it should be easy to draw that. You just click the line. So as you can see, our construction, we still get our 3 military factories in Western Aragon, but we don't get our civilian factories. We will rectify that issue. Now I'm going to be taking the game down to free speed because it's going to be much easier to manage the front line like this. And we're going to take this supply hub. It's very important to take this supply hub as there is no supply for big amount of distance in this area, meaning that your troops would have a harder time holding in this position. So that's very important. Now for Field Marshal, you might be tempted to take Francisco Franco, but instead I want an infantry expert as my general, because he's going to be in high command, and by having him in control of the army, he is going to be able to gather XP. And XP is very important for him because it means he gives us more buffs. Now for now we're going to train up 2 divisions here, and we're going to go up to limited conscription now. We're going to change our economy law later down the line, but getting manpower is very important, otherwise our entire offensive will stall. Now we're also going to get this army offensive expert here, Juan Ugue, whatever his name is. And then we're going to get Gonzalo as well. These guys, you can just throw a random general, they're not going to stay as an army for too long. They're just here to help us mop up the north. Now let's us resume the game. Now wait, before I resume the game, Navy, got to train for a bit. And submarines, go be some submarines, go be some pests. We don't have the fuel for this, but I don't care. Will the AI be withdrawing itself from Bilbao? Yes, it has. So now we're just gonna move into Bilbao, all sneaky like, and we're gonna take the German volunteers. There we go. And now we can do the Condor Legion, which will give us some bonuses for close air support in case we ever want an air force in the future. Okay, this focus is clearly pre Bible blood alone, because the air was updated. Oh, we can get Ovidu now. March into Ovidu, boys. Brilliant. We got both Ovidu and Bilbao, so sadly Condor Legion goodbye. I'm consolidating the north. This gives me more of an advantage, and it delays the pending Carlist uprising, which is right here. Keep an eye on this number, make sure you're doing focuses like me, and you should avoid a Carlist uprising of any kind, so it shouldn't matter too much to your run. Alright, I forgot to push into any random tiles here. It's fine, we don't need to push into random tiles. Come on boys, you can transfer to this army. And our civil war front lines have solidified. This gives us unplanned offensive, which basically cripples any chance of us being able to attack anyway. So where we're gonna plan an offensive is, I like to plan an offensive in Eastern Aragon. It's the simplest area to break. Normally the rest of the front line is very solid, and pushing towards Madrid is not the best option. We're just grinding the AI manpower very slowly. That's the goal. Let's do support weapons. Now we can get attack bonuses. Now we are no longer at risk of AI interference. Okay boys, you can take this tile. They're gonna just have fun over here. Actually, let's transfer this guy, Miguel. Well, there goes Tanjiro to this army and send him to the front line. We only need 3 divisions, should be enough to mop up this pocket. And there goes Ethiopia, and Mussolini immediately wants to send us volunteers. You know, August is actually not too bad for the Italian AI. Not too bad at all. And now we're ruled by a military junta. Interesting. Let's go up to 4 speed now. The front lines for the civil war are going to be mostly static. And we're just going to wait for this unplanned offensive to end before we send an attack out. We need to take this railroad bridgehead. Very important, because this supply hub we have up here has no connection to our capital by rail, which means our divisions are starving, not receiving enough supplies from us. That must be rectified. Don't worry, brave men, hold the line, and we shall have reinforcements to help you out in a couple of days, probably. I would say a couple of weeks actually, because our army is so weak right now. Okay, we need to reinforce this tile. It's a red defense. That's bad. And as you can see, in this sector the AI also lacks supply. which is very good for us. It penalizes their attacks. Oh, that's why the tile is red. Soviet volunteers are here to help out. They're Republican buddies. Stalin, you are too little too late. Oh, this guy is still on the wrong front line. Send him over here. Okay, there we go. We have 2 poorly trained infantry divisions out, but poorly trained infantry is better than no infantry. Oh, we've lost all of our factory production. Well, we only need guns. Every man with a gun is a very useful man for Spain. I'd like you to attack this tile instead. Break through it as soon as possible to ensure that this guy cannot be attacked from 2 sides anymore. Let's see, anything else we can push? Maybe this, we can attempt to push it. If we can get this supply hub right here, it would be useful for us. Okay, we're also breaking that tile, it appears, and we can break this one. Actually, let me attempt an encirclement. If I encircle Soviet volunteers here, that would be mighty beneficial to us in the long run. I guess we're not going to be able to do so. Yeah, the encirclement is not going to work out. We're just going to have to push these divisions back. I do not foresee an encirclement this early in the game. Okay, consolidate the north is done. Now let us immediately foment the Carlist spirit, as it will start giving us stability. Because right now Carlism is taking out our division attack even more, as well as our stability. This is going to help us out a little bit by fixing up these debuffs for us. Okay, the Soviet volunteers are on their own now. Let us put some additional pressure on this tile, seeing as I've given up on the encirclement, and supplying this sector is much more important than any encirclement. Okay, it looks like I might need you to crowd control in this sector. Let's see, any other weak looking tiles? Yeah, I think this is a weak enough tile for us to take. This tile has too many divisions on it. They have pinned us in this sector. Hold on, this tile is about to break. Pin that. Attack. Keep an eye on the line. Whoa. How dare you break the line? How dare you? Fall back. Reinforce the line. Okay, you get away. Stabilize the line. Stabilize the front line, please. Okay, we've secured the rail. So this supply hub should have supply, and our situation in this sector should be much better than the AIs now. We can actually keep pushing them by another couple of tiles, I guess. Weak tile here, weak supply hub here, but we're pinned because the AI can attack us from 3 sides. That's a problem. We're pinned, so realistically this offensive will not get anywhere in this sector. However, I think this tile may be able to get somewhere. Let's add another thrust. And stack this as well. Brilliant, we have green all along the front line. Mop this up, it doesn't matter too much. Oh, we can plan another offensive, interesting. Let us plan an offensive in this sector. We're probably not going to be able to push, but might as well. Let's research at the same time better machine tools so that we can produce more weapons faster. Very important that we work on this. Looks like we're breaking through about 2 tiles over here. Maybe even 3 eventually. Let's see, depends on how this goes. Dig. They're dug in, but this tile here looks like it's gonna break. And our offensive in this area seems to have lost all its thrust. But that's fine. let us move on to save the Alcazar. The Alcazar means we need to take Toledo within a certain amount of time to get certain buffs. I highly doubt that we're gonna be able to get Toledo because our army is not in any state to do so. And let's make this infantry 20 combat with. It's gonna be good enough for the Civil War. Whoa, 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 whoa. How dare you, Soviet volunteers. You do not try to take my supply up from me. You shall not win. You shall not win, Soviet volunteers. Oh, we need to reinforce this tile. Actually, we have a hole in our line. Interesting. Let's divert one more division to the front line over here and take these Portuguese volunteers, because why not? Change this to armored trains. We now have 7 factories producing guns. Let's give them a designer. And our infantry equipment guy. I guess we need to give everybody a designer once again. Okay, we got support weapons level 1. Let's move on to construction 2. We don't need support weapons level 2 yet. It's probably gonna haunt me, but it's fine. Let's get this. Save the Alcazar. Wait, is unplanned offensive in this area gone? It is. And there's no Soviet volunteers, so let's attack this tile here as well as attack this tile simultaneously. And let's get Cordillo of Spain. This will give us Franco as our leader. Actually no, let's get Martyrdom for Primo de Rivera. More war support is always nice. Okay, this is done. Now we can get back to weapons research. It's gonna take 300 days, so we're gonna get this. We may not get that bonus by the end of the Civil War. Whoa, 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 I said Soviet volunteers, you are not going anywhere. General, explain yourself. Why are we being broken here? Our field level frontline commanders are not very intelligent now, are they? Ooh, we broke the tile here. Nice. Break this tile next. Actually, stay over here. Break. Break this tile. Please break through. Make a breakthrough. If we break here and then cut this supply hub, that would actually be a useful thing to do. Oh, by the way, supply map mode is F4, for those of you who are wondering. Okay, we've made a push, a bulge in the line over here. It appears. Let's immediately take advantage of this bulge and attempt to take Caspe. I guess it might not work, but let's see if we can get an encirclement in this sector. And now we have enough equipment to start putting in mainline infantry units into the lines somewhere or the other. Let's see. Okay, this tile is about to break. Definitely about to break. How's this division up here? It's about to surrender, so let's transfer you guys over to the mainline army. The Germans and Portuguese can mop this up as well as the Italians, and then they can send their volunteers to our main line to help us. And now we have made a breakthrough. Once again, focus on the encirclement. If encircling Soviet volunteers would be handy for us. Okay, there we go. We are breaking the tile. So we're breaking this tile and we're attempting to make an encirclement by breaking this tile simultaneously. And we've broken the line once again. I think we may be able to save the Alcazar actually. Do we want to we don't want to march into Madrid yet. Because if we take Madrid, it becomes our capital. And right now, we do not have any railway supply hubs linking up with Madrid. So it would be a stupid idea to do this right now. Save the Alcazar will be done. And our division will redeploy. So taking this supply hub here is our priority. Right now we're at the gates of Madrid, and that is where we shall stay. We shall threaten Madrid, but we are not gonna fall into any trap to take Madrid yet. And wow, that just auto-completed. Cedilio Spain auto-completed by taking Toledo. Well, I guess now we can get partial no, we're gonna go straight up to war economy actually in a couple of days. Should we go up to war economy? Yes, I think we're gonna go up to war economy. What's our coal usage right now? Max enemy energy generated is nothing. Fuel gain per oil. Actually no, we don't have much coal, so we are gonna stick with partial mob. We're not gonna go to war economy, but we are gonna get our army offensive expert now, gonna give us some army XP and some extra attack, and we're gonna keep making our way down around this area to expand our breachhead over here so we don't get encircled. Oh, we have another division we can break. Do we still have unplanned offensive gone over here? We do not have unplanned. Wait. Oh, look who's just come out to play. Wait, what? They kicked us out of Eastern Aragon. Did the Carlists really just do that? Okay, we're gonna press B to strategically redeploy our divisions because our front lines have been messed with, and we're gonna battle plan an offensive right now. Okay, I think. Wow, why do the Carlists, the anarchists have such a big area of control actually? I wonder. Interesting. We're gonna make our way to Valencia. We're gonna have to see how this goes. Cut them off over here. That means we are in a massively advantageous position if we are able to exploit this breakthrough. Because essentially what the Carlists, the anarchists have done is broken the lines. This means we can approach Madrid from this sector as well as destroy their divisions over here. It opens the gates to do this. More the Soviet volunteers appear to be encircled over here. Go. This has gone much better than I could have anticipated at the start of this video. This tile is about to break. We are on the verge of making an encirclement near Madrid, which is brilliant. Encirclements are always nice to see. Go. Come on, men. Okay, we haven't taken Valencia, but we've made some progress in terms of encircling Valencia. Okay, push, men, push. Just walk up the coast. Okay, it looks like the anarchists are collapsing onto themselves. And we do not have the divisions to man our forefront line yet, it seems. And there we go. Encirclement. Madrid has been cut off and encircled by us. That is brilliant. And with that we have secured at least, let's say, about 13 to 14 divisions. That is magnificent indeed. Your run may not go the same way. Just ensure you do methodical battle until you're able to break through the line. We're gonna get dispersed industry for the retention now. Gonna build our civilian factories in Asturias again. We are gonna continue with this cult of the offensive and break through the line as well as encircle and destroy the enemy. Okay, actually no, we're gonna halt the all-out offensive, give our division some time to redeploy actually. Because right now we are not in the most stable of positions. As you can see, we have gaps in our line that need solving. So as divisions either fail to break through, oh boy. Okay, halt, redeploy. We actually need more than 6 divisions on this at south. Let's peel some units off from this border actually. Go fix the situation immediately. This is trouble for us. Very troublesome for us. Go, go, go. Fix the line, fix the line, fix the line, fix the line. Come on. Okay. I think we may be stabilizing the Madrid pocket area. This is what happens when you take an encirclement too big for your divisions to handle. Okay, looks like our push is gonna be halted. We are not winning the civil war in an instant right now. Pin that. We don't want to lose any divisions. Let's ban the party leaders now. Adds more time to the Carlist uprising and gives us removes a political advisor. We have plenty of time for the Carlists. I'm not worried about them. But what I am worried about is this Madrid pocket. It's our most dangerous flank right now. Take this tile. Okay, boys. I would like you guys to halt. Ooh, take this supply hub actually. Taking this supply hub is going to be beneficial to us because it will link up our lines. Oh, we don't have any railway link to this supply hub over here. That may be a problem. We're gonna have to solve that problem. But it appears the Madrid garrison has been secured. Let's add an additional 2 divisions to this pocket actually. We are creating another pocket as we speak. Might be a mistake, but we're gonna consolidate our lines. Consolidation is the priority right now. As fun as encirclements are, encirclements that are too risky without any cause for victory will only get us defeat. Okay, we need to secure the rail lines in this area. Central Spain has no supply. Okay, it looks like all of our offensives have been halted. I think we can get another encirclement here actually, and then if we take this, will that give us a railway connection? It may be our solution to our supply issues in this area. Go, 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 go. Let's encircle Valencia while we're at it. Okay, Marco Polo bridge incident has just occurred. We are about to create another encirclement. I think we might be about to be. 97, 98, 99. Okay, we have created another encirclement. Brilliant. This one is much more stable than the last one. And it will enable us to have a launching point to finish off Madrid. And there goes the encirclement. But the AI has sacrificed a supply hub to us. Next on our research agenda, let us research MP, because with the end of the Civil War coming, we're gonna need this. Now for our grand doctrine, superior firepower was nice before, no compromise, no surrender, but I've had problems with using superior firepower. What we're gonna do is use mobile warfare, because we're also still gonna get the same infantry stuff. Infantry bonuses, and it's still gonna have us doing a good job all the way around. Okay, we actually snaked towards the supply hub from this port from the south. Let's see if we can secure that supply hub now. Let's pin this. Come on, if you can just take the supply hub, the railway, my supply all over the front will be several times better. I also need this tile right over here. Let's restore our encirclement so that we can destroy these Soviet divisions. Am I gonna attempt to push against the anarchists? Yes, of course I am. I have the cult of the offensive. One must always attack where possible. Ooh, we don't have a national focus. Safeguard the freedom of worship. How many days did I lose there? I have no clue how many days I lost. So for your end, take safeguard the freedom of worship. And then we're gonna fuse the parties afterwards. Ooh, we also have a lot of political power. Are we still able to get war? We're not gonna get war economy. Let us get industrial phalanges for industry construction speed improvements, as well as improve our manpower with extensive conscription. Okay, we have created a pocket in this area. Nice. Let's focus on closing the pocket, as I've said. Toledo is looking like a very vulnerable position right now. Oh, reinforce this tile. Reinforce. Ooh, did the AI just really open up the possibility of combining my supply lines? The AI. That means we now have supply in central Spain to a better degree than we had before. Let's try an all-out offensive once again to ground the AI. Brilliant. This pocket is gonna mop up, and that's gonna free up some divisions for us. Meanwhile, the Carlists up here are breaking to us already. Okay. No, there shall be no relieving of the pockets. No relief for the pockets. It appears we have no divisions on the supply hub anymore. You get over here, reinforce the line. Soviet Mountaineer divisions are special forces, so they're gonna be a bit difficult to handle by our further divisions. Okay, we're moving towards Barcelona. It appears the breakthrough is imminent. And this will free up a bunch of our divisions for chaos elsewhere along the front. Okay, well, these divisions have reorged. And now we're gonna attempt an attack. Break this tile once again. Because the AI insists on relieving the pocket. Despite having bigger fish to fry, because their hold on over Madrid is disintegrating. But the good news about us having Madrid encircled over here is that the AI cannot get reinforcements because supplies are coming from the capital, so their resupply ops is horrible. Wow. For every time I re-encircle this tile, it appears that the AI just breaks through the encirclement. Okay, we've made a pocket inside the pocket now. And this supply hub is still not linked up with any supply of any significance. That's fine. Let's see. Take this supply hub here, make the AI situation worse. How do these guys still have supply when we have the capital encircled? Interesting paradox. Okay, safeguard the freedom of worship is complete. Let us fuse the parties, which is going to improve our stability and reduce unaligned support. Now that's done, let's get the next level of infantry equipment. And let's also, while we're at it, get the infantry expert just for some extra attack. Alright. Oh, we can get another doctrine. Let us get as our infantry doctrine, we are gonna get assault infantry, because once again, cult of the offensive. I'm liking the bonuses I see from this, and it's gonna help us. And it gives us soft attack, very important to us. Let's plan an offensive here to mob up the Carlists. Very, very important to us. It appears that the line is broken. We can just battle plan an offensive here. It looks like the war is going to be finished by 48. Okay, we have MP now. Now we're going to start on tanks. Yes, this is a tank Spain run. And it's going to be a very fun tank Spain run. We're going to be doing medium tanks actually, because light tanks by the time we're ready for war are useless. I've attempted a run in a test run with that. The light tanks basically did nothing. They were just a waste of investment. Medium tanks are what's gonna be the way forward, despite their expense, but they are gonna be worth it. Why has the pocket been moving? You know, actually maybe the pocket moving ever closer to the Portuguese border isn't such a bad thing, because it opens up supply for us. Because this central region supply is still horrible. Because none of our supply hubs here are connected to main supply, as you can see. Let's just march into Cadiz now. This will enable us to finish crushing the pocket. Alright. Madrid has not fallen. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, another supply hub in Granada. Okay, I'm going to do 5 speed at this point because this civil war is already won. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that central area though. Alright then, let's get this civil war finished. How many casualties do we have? We actually have less. I guess the encirclements ensured that our casualties were okay compared to the Republicans. Okay, so what's our next national focus? Manpower, Condor. I think I am going to Condor or Italy. Air Force? Actually, let's do artillery. I'm not going to do Air Force. Let's see, how are our major pockets doing? It appears that they are doing fine, and there go the anarchists. If we take Cordoba, our southern line should link up, and that's another couple of divisions heading down south now. We have more political power to be spent. Let us get the daily fascism support guy. Although, what's our fascism support? Oh, I did not need the daily fascism support. Did I? Actually, I do need him. Maybe I don't. Sometimes it's... Oh, that might be the wrong fascism support guy actually. I know I want to flip fascist as soon as the civil war ends, but this guy may be the wrong guy to have. Okay, February 48th, time to finish this. Okay. Planned offensive in Ciudad Real now. Go, 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 go. Doesn't matter if the Civil War divisions get encircled. What matters is Madrid. And there we go, February 48th. Civil War is done. There we go, bypass a few focuses. Head to the Portuguese border. Now, can we get fascists? We cannot get fascists. Is there another fascist guy? Let's see. Lifelong Carlist. Phalangist figurehead. Okay, I guess once we reach a certain amount of fascism support, we should be able to just flip fascist anyway. With a decision, so we're just gonna wait for that to show up. Research wise, where do I want to go next? Synthetic oil, we're gonna need that for later. Now that we've finished the civil war, our country is not core except for what we controlled at the start of the civil war, which means we need to ensure that we have garrisons. So for garrison in peacetime, the best one is secret police, at least from what I've used, and our cavalry division. And does our cavalry division have this? No. This is why we researched MP earlier. So we're gonna add the MP here so that our garrison divisions are more effective and they require less manpower. So that's brilliant. Now we can train more divisions. These are our Africa divisions. Maybe I might train more in the future. Ancestors of Austria. Okay. Okay, once expand conscription is done, I'm gonna get another national focus. What's the navy? Navy, merge with this one. You guys head back to port. Okay, national focus is done. Let's adopt the 26 points and get dictator for life. Yes, gonna get dictator for life, and then make our way to integrate the requesters and utilize the intellectuals. We're gonna need that extra research slot. Very important to us. Right. Okay. Oh, Madrid, we don't need a fort. We don't need forts to be built in Madrid. Oh, we cannot cancel. Oh, that's repairs. Why are there forts in Madrid? It must be the AI. Okay, let us research the next level of artillery. And then I'm going to go back to tanks after that. Right now we're going to be preparing to invade Portugal. That is our primary objective. So anything related to Portugal is very important. We're going to need radios if we're going to have tanks. And the reinforce rate is always going to be nice. Now most of our army disbands after the Civil War. So we only have the infantry we trained up. So very small Spanish army. Got our Africa divisions as well, and a few further divisions. Convert that to infantry, convert to infantry. Just keep spamming out divisions. Okay, 26 points have been adopted. Let's get dictator for life. Okay, fuel storage is complete. Synthetic oil is gonna be by 1949. We're not going to go to war until, I think for this run, I'm not gonna go to war until Operation Barbarossa. So it's gonna be a lot of construction here, construction there. Let's get armored buff, armored spearhead now. I'm gonna go for support after. Is fire concentration really a good doctrine, or is field engineering better? I'm not sure. So far, well, I guess this one's more hard attack based, and this one still gives some soft attack and breakthrough. This one gives soft attack and defense, so I guess maybe fire concentration might actually be better. I'm not sure about the combat whiff though. Sometimes my combat whiffs work, sometimes they don't, but oh, there we go. What I was waiting for. Hold a national referendum. Okay, so that was the right advice I got. Okay, now we're going fascist. We're fascist, we can justify war on Portugal. The British wouldn't interfere because Spain has hardly generated any world tension. Germany has generated the most world tension. Let's see. Anschluss, Rhineland. Yeah, we've only done like 0.4. So we should be fine. So this is going to be ready when exactly? March 39. So just before World War II, we're going to be doing a detour into Portugal. Now eventually, to call our country, I'm going to be taking this focus here, stamp out the marquee, but it requires about 30 to 40% compliance on your tiles, so it's not feasible to get that yet. Now I'm going to do integrate the requetas, or should I do national recovery first? Okay, actually let's do national recovery and then integrate the requetas. We're not going to join the Axis yet, because if we join the Axis before the Portugal war goal is ready, the British might guarantee Portugal, because they'll see us as, you guys are friends of Germany. You must be blocked from going to war. World tension at 40% anyway. That's fine. Infantry, go to the front line. Let's see, we can hire another guy. Let us get... Are there any industrial concerns useful to us? How much coal production are we using? Energy demanded is virtually nothing. Okay, so we're gonna get the war industrialists, get our military factories to be built a bit faster. Munich agreement has just launched. That should be the only big world tension spike anytime soon. Portugal is still going to be ours. Why are we still training the navy? Get to port. Okay, there we go. National recovery is complete. We're gonna do raketas now and then get that extra research slot. Now our occupied territories, let's press this. Let's see, 7% resistance, 7% compliance. That's fine. Manageable compliance levels. We have more compliance in Africa than in our own country right now. How interesting. Okay, deploy this. Okay, our artillery upgrade is here. Let's get better engines for our tanks and start working on 1938 mediums. By the time this finishes, basic engines should be done and we should be able to get basic armor protection. Let's see, do we want a... We're gonna stay on extensive conscription and we're gonna get mobile warfare grand doctrine mastery gain. This is actually gonna be useful for completing our doctrines. Let's get this guy. Like I said, this Spain is not going to be doing much of a navy or an air force. It's going to be a more of an incidental thing if we get any of those. But now we're going to have 4 research slots in 70 days, just in time for World War II. Looks like we need divisions for Portugal now. Deploy. It doesn't matter if they're green. Oh, we're low on manpower. Interesting. Looks like we're going to need manpower. Didn't I expand conscription already? I guess that did not give me enough manpower. Stamp out the Marquis, the Division Azul. Anything else that gives me manpower over here? Okay, we're at the limit of our manpower that I can get easily. Oh, we're gonna take this focus next actually. More military factories is always nice. Now, in terms of autarky or fascist economic aid, I think I like going down fascist economic aid. Consumer goods factor, faster factory output, whereas autarky gives us excavation and synthetic. Actually we get similar bonuses. And construction speed. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go down. Okay, I'm gonna go down fascist economic aid this run. And our war goal on Portugal is ready. Let's get some armor protection. It's gonna finish at the same time as our tanks. Let's declare war. Ignoring that British flag there. And let's charge. Germany and Italy immediately want to send volunteers. Not to worry, Francisco Franco can handle this on his own. Okay, utilize the intellectuals is done. Right, so our next national focus is going to be... We can actually not choose a national focus. We don't need forts. Okay, fine. I'm gonna get Stamp Out the Marquis now because I don't want to do any national focuses. Join the Axis does nothing for us, so we're not gonna be wasting 35 days. It's a pointless focus. Let's just get improved engine. Okay, it's gonna be ready in time for our tanks. So getting improved engine is going to be useful. And there goes Portugal. Alright, now I'm going to liberate, I'm gonna liberate Macau to China because I can't remember if Japan goes after Macau But I just can't be bothered to deal with Macau, to be honest. We're gonna take the small islands here. We're gonna take the African Empire, half of the African Empire. And then we're gonna puppet the other half. Oh, we don't want a Portuguese puppet actually. We want a Mozambique puppet. Not pocket, puppet. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna annex the rest of Portugal. Oops. Hit the wrong button. Oh. I guess I got rid of the puppet. That's fine. Annexing everything except Macau should be... yes, liberated. Okay, and that. Okay, you're gonna go over here. What can we get? Another doctrine. I want to save my army XP for now, though not gonna get a doctrine. Interwar tanks, that's fine. Ooh, do I have an MIO available? Yes, to this. Let's put 10 factories on this, on this, on this. Get some anti-air into production now. Okay, synthetic rubber is done. Let's get improve construction before machine tools. Produce some convoys. And we're gonna produce some basic destroyers with some basic torpedoes on them and the raiding ship builder. This is fine. We're not gonna get sonar. Like I said, we're not investing into Navy, so this is gonna work for us. Okay, brilliant. So now we have 2 fleets of 67 ships, not bad. You give coal efficiency. Okay, let's get the industrial concern and resume the game. Okay, stamp out the marquee is done. What's world tension at? Not high enough to join the Axis yet. That gives me some time to do something. Let's see, Iberian Pact, Latin Bloc, National and Popular Army of Spain. 2 extra military factories. That seems to be useful. Okay, World War II should be starting in like a couple of weeks. By the time this focus starts, we should be ready for war. Okay, tanks have finished. Molotov-Ribbentrop is here. We are gonna get our improved machine tools. We're also going to get synthetic rubber processing and upgrade our infantry equipment, which I've neglected to do. Okay, we have factories available now. Let's build a few more civs over here and over here. Now let's build some mills after that. One here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. Actually up here as well. And then add some civilian factories after that. This should keep our construction busy for the foreseeable future. Although I expect most of our industrial expansion to happen very slowly over the next year and a half. Alright. So for those of you not following this guide to the next video, as soon as this hits 35%, like I said, we're joining the Axis. Then we're going to go down our focuses for fascist economic aid, get down to duty of work, and here are the decisions for the garrison. So as you can see, once this reaches 35% and you have 2,000 infantry in stock, equipment in stockpile, you can use political power, and you would now get the access to recall every single state in your country. Meaning you get all access to the manpower and industry after 70 days, and you have to do this for every single tile. So stockpiling political power is going to be useful to you at some point in the future. It's now August 20th. I am not going to take a national focus right now. Let's see if World War II starts. Actually, let's see. Do the Germans have a war goal? Not yet. I guess if I were to do a 70-day again, if I take a 70-day focus now, it's going to delay. Okay, let's just stockpile political power for now. There we go. So my national focus order was slightly off in terms of timing. There goes world tension and asks to join faction. There we go. We should be in the axis now. Brilliant. And that bypasses this national focus and we can begin fixing up our economy. Because right now, what does our economy look like? We have recovering from the Civil War, which absolutely nursed our industry. That is horrible. Fascist economic aid is going to help fix this by a decent percentage. Spain needs rapid recovery. Wait a second. Did that just happen? Wait, it's like the Italian or German AI took Gibraltar for a day. Oh, wait. Did the event fired before they actually took Gibraltar? Interesting. German Gibraltar. That's a new one. I forgot to design my tank. Whoopsie. German Gibraltar. I'm gonna blame German Gibraltar for me not designing my medium tank. Medium turret, free-man turret, small armaments. Close air support gun gives the most soft attack out of any of these guns over here. Now we're also going to put the radio for the extra breakthrough and defense. Secondary turret, prioritize soft attack. The small cannon is the best. We're going to get sloped armor and we're also going to get the wet ammunition storage for the reliability. And we're going to give this an armor value of at least 50. Going to use Christie suspension for the extra speed. There we go. This tank should work. Standardized production. Give it 15 factories. It's gonna get that eventually. We're gonna switch our infantry equipment now. Shift click on this and this here as well as this. There we go. That should work out for us. Ooh, construction freeze done. Let's get the next level of military police. We're going to be occupying a lot more territory soon, so garrisons are going to start adding up in terms of manpower use. They're already using 80,000 men. USSR occupies eastern Poland. Right, fascist economic aid is completed. Let's move on to our next national focus. This one. Then we're gonna move on to this and then supporting the war industry, which should get us closer to a war footing much quicker. Does our recovering from civil war look like now? There we go. It's slowly starting to free up some more factories for us, which also means we're probably going to be going into a core deficit very soon. Right, let us design. This is not an armored division game. Changes to medium tanks. Oh, okay, this is gonna be fine for now. Medium tank, armored battalion, medium tank. Let's add some support. Motorized recon is fine, and support A. Alright, so right now the combat whiff is fine. We need to research trucks before we can put it into any motorized into our armored divisions. Let's see, so let's get an operations. Rapid domination. Yeah, let's get that now. By the time we get the truck, we're gonna have a lot more army XP again, so I can make more modifications to my division. Let's see, what do we have here? Logistics expert, entrenchment expert, regrouping expert. Useless. Let's just get a navy guy. Decisive battle. Anyone else worth spending political power on? I guess We don't need this guy, but we're stuck with him. Because I do not have the elusive gentleman yet. But I think I'm gonna end this video now, because the next video is the conquest and fun part, so it's best I end this one. It's already gone on for long enough. So this has been the Spanish Civil War. I've given you the economic basics. So once you continue following through, building up your industry, building up your army, you can do whatever you want. For Navy, the destroyers I give you, if you just get a few extra dockyards and spam them out, you should be able to produce a fleet that can rival most adversaries and hold its own. If you want Navy though, look for a naval guide. I have not mastered Navy fully, so I am not going to be trying a Navy as a minor power anytime soon. For now, General Diamond Slayer signing out.